Girl, you couldn't handle how many tank tops we used to wear on top of each other. Our scarves went infinity. Limited to, the limit did not exist how much we went into that store. So much body glitter, we blind your ass. I use so much cucumber melon body spray, I got a garden down there now. Twisted my damn ankle on platform sandals, whale tail for days. Fleece from Old Navy so performative, it was like a Broadway show. We were daring, we were weird, we did animal print all over this bitch.
You're trying to do crazy stuff on the internet to go viral on TikTok. Meanwhile, we were risking jail time with our bootleg CDs that we downloaded, risking our home computers with viruses to get music off of LimeWire. You will never know the slap of Radio Jungle.
This creator came online to say that a Gen Z need to start a boot camp to teach millennials social media etiquette, what to do and what not to do. You know, they need to learn from the Gen Zs. And millennials came and said, hold your horses. Who are you talking to? Who do you think you are? We are the blueprint for social media. We started this. We run so you can walk. From trends to music to
I think it's time somebody start this series called Millennial Boot Camp, where I, a Gen Z, tell you what we're doing, what we're not doing, social media etiquette.
Lady, I was coding the theme and layout of my MySpace page before you existed. I have YouTube videos that are older than you. I joined Instagram 16 years ago. The most ByteDance shares owned by one person, he's 43. And need I remind you that Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook and Instagram, is 41. We don't live in your world. You quite literally live in ours.
Okay, have you seen the little girl on TikTok who's over here lecturing millennials about how they don't know how to do social media and she wants to send us to boot camp? Okay, first of all, get a nice warm glass of oat milk and sit down. Little girl, we need to have a talk. We millennials, we birthed social media with our founding father, Tom. We didn't even know who he was, but we were friends with him. And terrifyingly, a lot of other older men on the internet as well talk about ASL. But anyway, we were out here coding our MySpace profiles before your parents even coded your DNA. And our MySpace was like the Hunger Games. If you didn't survive our top 8, you were a loser. And guess what? The whole world knew about it. There was no speculation over Alex Earl or Alex Cooper. Everybody knew your beef. Tila Tequila was our Tate McRae. Baby, we ran so you could crawl. You wouldn't know how to code a profile if TikTok tried to teach you. IMG space SRC equals quotation mark. Does that mean nothing to you? We put Facebook on the map with the 2 army hammers. We invented what's on your mind. You're trying to do crazy stuff on the internet to go viral on TikTok. Meanwhile, we were risking jail time with our bootleg CDs that we downloaded, risking our home computers with viruses to get music off of LimeWire. You will never know the slap of Radio Jungle. You cry when a video load and go rant about it on X. Meanwhile, we were testing our endurance trying to connect to the internet on dial-up, praying that nobody had to use the phone. So don't ever lecture us about the interwebs, okay? If anything, we should be sending you to boot camp. And the only way you're allowed to communicate is with the flip phone and T9. When you sit in there, type like it's Morse code. We need to have 2 hands. It was one hand. You were like, and if you were in school, you were under the desk like you were riding a joystick. We made social media, okay? So sit down, little girl. Okay, serious question for all the millennials, but where were our parents? I just want to say my last video was a banger. I was dropping deep cuts. Like, honestly, where were our parents? We were out here running around the internet before the internet even had rules. There were no safety protections. To us, if it had a parental advisory sign, we liked it. Our parentals had no advisories. Like, if you can't tell me what 32/M/SoCal means, don't even look at me. We were like 9 years old being like, I ain't trying to fuck your man. Everybody know he my #1 fan. At 13, we were like, all my stripper friends, all my ex-boyfriends. You think a Sydney Sweeney jeans ad is controversial? Baby, we were shamed every time we walked into a Hollister. And let me tell you, you could smell that shame down the mall. You were conflicted between the smell of a Wetzel's pretzel and an Abercrombie XS. Now you have to turn off your comments. Meanwhile, we had Hot or Not. We had The Next Bus. We had Is Anyone Up? Now that is a deep cut. We invented revenge porn. The laws you have now are because of what we endured. We had the FBI on our necks just for trying to illegally download some Ashley Simpson before the lip syncing scandal. You think Taylor Frankie Paul was a risky choice? We had Tila Tequila making out with men and women all vying for a shot at love. So do not lecture me about gay rights, because before your pronouns, we had slurs. Slurs that actually meant something. Meanwhile, we were just like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Now words are digital violence. Blake Lively's out here crying about digital violence. Meanwhile, we invented digital violence. Listen, I'm not saying I condone it, but like Destiny's Child, we were survivors. And then they want to come and take our culture for memes and act like they know our legends. You know Tiffany Pollard, the meme. We know Tiffany Pollard when she was New York versus Pumpkin. We didn't know where our daddies were, but we were just fine being raised by Jerry. We were out here watching all sorts of smut, doing bath salts and eating people's faces. Now again, I'm not saying any of it was good, and I don't know where the hell our parents were at. But like, those were the days of our lives. We survived, we endured, we persevered. And you know what? It built character.
Has anyone seen this girl in the video that she posted about millennials having to take a social media boot camp?
I think it's time somebody started this series called Millennial Boot Camp, where I, a Gen Z, tell you what we're doing, what we're not.
So wait, a Gen Z trying to teach millennials social media? Be so for real right now. We did not just use social media. We built it. Before your Canva aesthetically pleasing templates, we were literally coding MySpace pages from scratch. We had HTML codes, we had broken layouts, we had vibes. If one of us like actually misspelled a word or didn't put a bracket where it needed to go, our entire MySpace page ended up looking like a damn crime scene. You guys have clean downloads. We had LimeWire, we had Napster, we had Kazaa. You don't know the kind of fear that you will feel when your family computer literally starts screaming at you because you downloaded one song. And that one song gave your family computer an entire virus. You guys had iPhone 12s. I had a phone that was the size of a brick that could survive any kind of car accident or even being thrown off a 5-story building. And don't get me started on T9 texting. I would have my phone in my pocket and I would be sending an entire text message without even looking, like I was fucking training for the Olympics. I was so good at it. On my way, took 47 clicks and a prayer. And you want to talk content strategy? We were ranking our top 8 friends on MySpace like emotional warfare. Like it was a hobby. You also didn't grow up with Tom overlooking everything, all of your profile decisions. I mean, that man saw everything. Oh, and he was a millennial. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, millennial. We were in chat rooms talking to random people before a DM was even a thing. I mean, ASL, don't even get me started. You might be good at social media, but really, we're the reason why it exists. I really respect you, Gen Z. Truly, I do. You guys are actually very creative. But millennials, we are the goats of social media. We built the playground that you are playing on. And don't forget that. Good luck.
I was coding my MySpace page while my parents were buying a one-way ticket to fucking Splitsville in the other room before I was 13 years old. You people can't send a fucking email without using ChatGPT, and you're what, 25? Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I am the internet. Another time, LimeWire physically came to my house with the cease and desist. They said, if you keep downloading fucking music illegally, we're going to fucking sue you. I want to see one of you try and fucking text your mother. Somebody from LimeWire is here at the house, wanting to send you to jail. I've never heard of them before, using T9. I will not hold my breath though, because I'll fucking die. And not for nothing, the fact that I've been chronically online since, '05 and still have a better grasp of reality than most of you do, that's sad. That's really sad.
A Gen Z girl came on here and said millennial needs boot camp for internet etiquette. So let's continue this conversation. We used to store our photos in something called Photo Bucket. Taught ourselves how to edit photos on Photoshop. Let me remind you about Neopets. These pets were hungry, starving, but when you try to feed them something, they had the audacity to be picky about it. So I'm like, you know what? Just starve. Y'all wouldn't even survive having a MySpace because y'all would be fighting. that you guys have to pick and choose who's your top 4, top 8 or whatever, I bet you y'all friendship is gonna fall apart real fast. Remember Word document and the little paperclip? Yeah, he was always there. What happened to him? Have is so easy. We have to wait until after 9 p.m. to talk to our friends because minutes were not included. As I mentioned about texting too. Texting were like 25 cents per text and we had to keep it short. That's why we invented the acronyms, like I mentioned. Tumblr was our Twitter. I read somewhere in another video in the comment section, it says we invented cyberbullying. So y'all lucky we grown. We tired, we just wanna relax. Stop obsessing over us. Them low-rise jeans, that's us. The glitter, that's us. The tramp stamp, that's us. I hated those chain mails. Like, send this to 10 friends or your mom's gonna die. Like, what the fuck? I hate that. Y'all bringing that shit back? That was us too. And in conclusion, you guys did not invent anything. You guys just simply copied us.
Gen Z are top 3 insufferable people to exist on this app. And I have never seen a generation so obsessed with the previous generation.
Okay, I think it's time somebody start this series called Millennial Boot Camp where I, a Gen Z, tell you what we're doing, what we're not doing, social media etiquette.
What? We were growing up. When millennials were growing up, I didn't give 2 shits about what Gen X was doing. I definitely didn't give a fuck about what the baby boomers was doing. But why do y'all care so much about what millennials are doing? Because how dare you ever come on the internet and say you're going to teach millennials social media etiquette? Y'all don't even have etiquette in real life.
I feel like millennials are like cringy and like lack self-awareness.
And seeing how you guys are the first generation that are not smarter than your parents, you guys are actually dumber than a generation before you, this take makes sense. I don't want to hear from anyone who is younger than Google. If you don't know what Friendster is, if you weren't around for when Facebook had to have a .edu email for you to join social media, I don't want to hear you talk about social media etiquette. We literally invented social media etiquette. I was on social media before social media even had photos. We used to just upload our digital camera up to a Facebook album and we didn't give a fuck what was shown. We were coding, babe. I was coding when I was 21. On MySpace, you had to be able to code. You guys can't even read. We were coding on social media. So the gall of you to tell us what we need to be doing.
I've come to the conclusion that millennials are low-key the lamest generation out there. Because think about it. When Gen Z is on vacation, we post pics of clubs. When millennials are on vacation, they post pictures of their food. I mean, even boomers are cooler. They won world wars.
You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up.
You guys are so boomer coded. It's insufferable. Like, it's really insane the takes that you guys have. We don't need to be posting photos of us in the club, bro, because we're all 32 to 40 years old. You should be posting in the club. I'm on my holiday, enjoying my fucking holiday. But you know what we did for 10 years? I posted every single image in my phone of me in the club. And we're the last generation to actually go out and live life without having to film everything. You guys are actually really fucking dumb. And it's the fact that you guys aren't drinking and you aren't having sex and you aren't living your life because you have a fear of being filmed every day. I don't know. I've never understood the thought of being obsessed with the generation that you copy everything from. You copy everything we do. You dress like us from 15 years ago. You use all of our slang the incorrect way, especially black slang, AAVE. And you're trying to distance yourself from us by lying and saying you aren't, that we're lame and you're not. You guys are fucking losers. My advice to you would be go out, live your life, be young, don't care about what we got going on. Create your own things, your own trends, your own lingo, your own everything, and go out and have fun. These videos are actually really fucking sad. Wow. You're gonna teach the people who created social media how to use social media? We've invented cyberbullying. But trust me, you don't want that smoke. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, I haven't seen that post about the Gen Zer who basically said that all millennials need to get into a boot camp and she gonna basically host it so she can tell us what to post and what not to post on these apps. Yeah, post was taken down because the millennials of all ages basically hopped on that shit and said, baby girl, you don't even know time. Anyway, I was on that post looking at the comment section and the funniest shit I seen was somebody said, we used to rank our friends publicly. If that wasn't the era of social media, I meant like we were really cutthroat. Millennials are the reason why that there's rules to social media right now. The fact that we would literally know we even got cheated on based off our MySpace top 5. Baby, you go right on your MySpace page and change your song, because what? Craziest shit is, y'all, millennials are really like the people on social media that I feel we don't even really be doing too much. We don't even do enough. Actually, we just be chilling. We just be watching because honestly, we tired. We really is tired. But it be people like her who come for us. And then I read comments like this and remember who we really are. Baby, ranking your friends top 5. You knew you and your friend was beefing when you went from number 1 to 2 real fast. Touch I think in the comment section, but I thought that shit was so funny because damn. Life was so simple. We were so messy. Shady as fuck is what we were. But I wouldn't be any other generation but a millennial.
I literally can't believe crying. The way that millennial boot camp girl tried to come for us. I'm fucking crying right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let this be a lesson for the rest of you. Let this be a lesson. Don't fuck with millennials, okay? Don't fuck with us. Have a nice day. She thought it was okay to go for us.
So Gen Z, respectfully, right? We don't need a social media etiquette from you or any generation for that matter. We are actually the blueprint, but you guys also contributed making this whole internet platform and this whole modern culture thing more redefined and more refined and more not sophisticated, because we are very sophisticated, but you guys made it more edgy, if that's the right word. So I think we all contributed. We are all still contributing because evolution is still going on. The next generation will come and will also contribute to something new. So I don't know, but this is just so funny to me, and I don't know why Gen Zs are always have something to say about millennials. What did we do? What did we do? Anyways, let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.